So
So you don't know?
I don't know. All I know is that you get some lore with Biri and that like it's about something he stole or something, because that was just what was coming up in chat.
Excellent.
We have the potential
Oh.
to do something. We have the
And-
potential to do something amazing
We
right
do.
now.
Yeah.
And
I was
that
like,
is for Zach to
Yeah.
not know.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what I thought. I thought
We're
it
gonna
would be-
keep it
would-
that way.
I thought it would
Okay.
be fun since there has been so many things that specifically Halworth has done to
Mhm.
Biri to
Mhm.
make him like mess with him and be
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I know things that you don't know, and he's always the one that doesn't know. I was like, you know, what would be really fun is if even Zach the player doesn't know what happened.
You're such a Methodist. I love it.
I love this.
That,
I was just
that's-
like, you know what? Let's see how that pans out. So I don't know.
See how it feels.
I cut off. I was like, I'm not going to finish this episode.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm saying this as your friend because I need you to know. This is it. We're in the end game now. Okay.
Ooh.
Is it the thing?
In 3. Oh, wait, hang on. I can do some backlight shit.
This is the first time I'm seeing your new spot, Don.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do a
it's-
saint. Yeah, you're so close.
Can
Just
I
center.
hang on?
There.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
And welcome to this very, very holy episode of the Unpredicted Party. I am Saint Don Marshall, and joining me are my disciples of love. Nope, I screwed that up so
We're
badly.
going horribly into blasphemy already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're fine.
I've probably been excommunicated from several religions at this point.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party. I am your lore master, Don Marshall, and around me are my internet friends. Say hi, internet friends.
Hi,
Hello.
We do want to give our live audience just a very big thank you for bearing with us as our schedule this summer continues to be a lot like the post-stage capitalism. I don't have a better comparison or like a Lord of the Rings equivalent to that. And there it is. That's our show, folks. Thanks so much for coming. We'll see you 2 weeks from now. All right.
Thank you.
Before we begin, we have a few of our sponsors to thank. First, the One Ring made by Free League Publishing. You can go to freeleaguepublishing.com. Thank you so much, Free League, for sending us an early copy of their One Ring TTRPG system so that we could play in a more fleshed out version of Middle Earth. A special thanks to The Rook and the Raven. You can go to therookandtheraven.com for all of your TTRPG note-taking needs. Also, we want to give a huge thank you to 4 people. Sarah M. Shunky for the artwork. She's at Sarah M. Shunky on Instagram. Little Wit the Cartographer is doing our battle maps. The music is done by Cullen, Vance, and I am talking about him possibly releasing an album of all of the music at some point that you will hear here. Yes, you will. You have heard here, past tense, because there's no music playing right now. And finally, a very special thanks to my wife. She goes by Nat20Wife on all social medias. With all of that out of the way, is everyone ready to get started?
Yeah. Ready.
Let's go.
Let's go. When we last left off, one of our players had actually exited halfway through. And because of that, Zach, you missed a rather important announcement. Now, there's nothing stopping you from going back and re-listening to that portion. But Zach has done almost the unthinkable in my eyes, because I would have done it in a heartbeat if the rumors around it were true, because a very big lore drop happened. However, Zach has chosen to not engage in that. And so I am happy to report that the big reveal from last episode about something is unknown to both Zach and Halworth.
Yeah.
We begin with Halworth unconscious. And he stays there. So we go to the rest of you as we pick up immediately after we left off.
Wait,
because-
unconscious and like clutching the staff that Beery made him, snuggling.
Yeah.
Lucky
Oh, yeah.
stick.
Oh yeah, we can recap the beginning. So Beery, you made some sticks that I'm instantly suspicious of because you haven't revealed their drawings or their plans. So I'm worried that they're gonna break my game later, and I'm very excited to see how you do it.
Just a couple sticks.
Mm-hmm. We also were joined in the second half by Halbarad, who came in, laughed a lot, said some really funny stuff, and left. We were also joined by Katiosaurus, who is playing Eowyn. As you can see here, though, they are not here. And that is because we are going to resolve the end of that scene that we ended with last session and immediately jump to the next morning, where the party will begin their search for Gollum. All right. Picking up where we left off, though. Zach, please do me a favor and leave this Zoom call. I will text you when you can come back.
You got it.
Okay.
Bye.
We're gonna
Oh my
maintain
God.
the secret.
We are maintaining
Yes.
accuracy.
Are we?
Finally, the tables have turned.
Mhm, mhm.
I feel like it's going to be really hard for us to do that in character.
Exactly. And so if
Mhm.
someone lets it slip, then suddenly it becomes a new plot point, and that's on all of you.
Very true.
We begin with Meldun, the friend of your father's, Barry, who it's Meldun. It's more of an emphasis on the U. There's an umlaut on top of it, as well as,
Mhm.
or no, sorry, the two dots, not the umlaut. And he is going to look at you after saying, "This is Beery, the dwarf that stole the Arkenstone," and let the silence linger for just a moment.
How are you alive?
I feel like I owe you all a little bit of an explanation. I actually haven't been perfectly honest. I wasn't actually asked to leave. I had like kind of two options, sort of a thing. I could I just show you something,
Of
please?
course.
It's not the
Yes.
Arkenstone. It's safely in its place.
Yes. I figured.
I only had it for a very brief time, and luckily, because I would have been if otherwise. Don Marshall, could
Yes.
he try and take this little group? This
Mhm.
is I'm imagining.
Thranduil and
Tariel,
Elrond are there
and,
as well. And
okay.
then Eowyn, I believe, is, as well as these two.
Okay. So we got a little bit of a party here.
You're attracting some attention, I think, just based on the size of your party and things going around. So that is up to you how you want to handle this.
Beery is a little panicking. Like if you guys just like a vibe check from him, a little panicky. Something that he didn't want discovered has been discovered. It's that kind of feeling from him. Don, can he try and take this group somewhere without a window? Because we're currently in Gondor in the Houses of Healing. We'll find somewhere that is is closed off and looks around, shuts the door behind you all. Okay, so it's true. Yeah, I did take the Arkenstone. Judge me if you will. Toriel, don't give me that look. I hate that look. It's the worst
I've
look
given
you
him
make.
I've given him much worse looks. This is Meldun popping up.
Yeah.
I know. We'll be hearing from you in a minute. All right. But just let me explain. No, to answer your question, I was not trying to be king. I would never put that evil on myself. You see, Aule, it is my firm belief that Aule hid the Arkenstone at the roots of the mountain to be found and celebrated for everyone. It wasn't supposed to just go straight to the top, mined up from some poor chap, nameless, from nowhere, just like me, to then just go to be put in a chair. No. To be sat upon like a chicken with an egg. It was for everyone. You see, and he looks around to like the lighting, the lamps and things, and he starts going around and starts dousing them until it's just darkness in here. And as he does so, he's going to explain, few on the surface understand true darkness. And I'm talking dark. Especially when you're miles below the earth and your lantern goes out. And by now, I want it to just be as pitch black as he can make it in this room. And you hear him rummaging around, moving things inside of this room in the darkness. And then the next thing you guys will probably see is just the sparks of his, like little hand flint striker. A little candle is lit, kind of, and he's holding it between all of you. Light is a gift, and they just don't understand what it's like down there. Soft hands only good for counting coins. The dragons, they still exist. They just lost their wings and now look like kings. No offense to Thranduil.
I'll speak for Chris, I think, in this moment when he goes and just raises an eyebrow and says, "None taken."
Tin, and he just kind of looks, holding the candle, looks to her bracer with the lenses on it.
Oh, yeah, she starts flipping them up.
Thanks. He makes some adjustments, bends a couple to be bent back, and then holds it over the candlelight, and all of a sudden, all of the light beams in all sorts of different directions and hits all of these reflective plates and different pieces of metal that he's positioned all around the room, and it just completely lights up. It was to be shared. It wasn't to be just buried in a tomb. It wasn't to be put in a chair. It's for everyone. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fool, and maybe Gandalf was right, that the brighter I burn, the greater the shadows I create. And he hands the bracer back.
Foolish, yes, but beautiful, nonetheless.
I will not apologize for what I've done.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Ariel, is there light? Has the light returned enough that you can see people's faces?
Yeah,
Beery,
he's still
would
holding
you
a little
like
candle.
to? Yeah.
Yeah, we can light the place back up.
I would say that maybe just as the light starts to come back into the room, you get just enough light to see Tariel closing the door behind her as she leaves.
Just shoulders cave in, he slumps.
She'll come around. You know that.
Will she, though?
I think she
My
will.
people, everyone I've ever met besides my mom, she's the only one that ever believed in me, treated me the same way. They thought I was mad.
Well, you are just a little bit. But that madness
enough.
has saved our lives. So I think they'll look at you a little differently. And it's up to you to decide if you want them to look at you differently or not.
I don't know. There's a part of me that never wants to go back.
Well,
Like-
you can't, Master Beery.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Well,
It's not me that stole the Arkenstone, and yet it's not lost on me the relationship I have with your father. He was my friend. If you all didn't know, and he kind of gestures to the room at large.
Insight check on friend.
Give me an insight check.
19.
19. Beery, with that most recent insight check, go ahead and add another insight check dot to your character sheet.
Oh my God.
And you, even as a child, you sort of had doubts about what all happened, and there's a kind of question as to whether or not your dad should have gone, even though he had a kid. Like, what's the point of it all? And in that moment, the friend facade fades for you a little bit. Not really in the way he said it, but you feel in your heart, oh, there was something not romantic or anything, but like something a little bit more than maybe your young dwarven eyes could pick up on growing up and knowing what you did.
I would have been happy to draw up plans for the Arkenstone to be given to, our king. I love my king. I love my people. But they would have never heard me. The guild masters would have never allowed, the materials and, the audience with such, contractors. I did what I thought was right. And And those at the bottom, they gave us just enough to dig, just enough to forge and smelt, and just enough to go die in their wars. And he just points a look right through them.
Oh, give me another insight check then.
Damn.
Actually, Tanel, you do that too.
Yeah.
Comrade Beery.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. Okay, this is a good 26. This is
Whoa.
insight. Could you imagine?
Damn.
Yeah, you got higher than me. I got a 20.
What the hell?
Whoa. Okay, big deal. Big deal. All right. Since I want to get Zach back in here, here's what we're going to do. We're going to speed this up. Beery, you're going to have your revelation. Tariel, you have already left. Tanel, you with your insight check catch the pained expression on Meldoon's face change to a, oh, shoot. He knows. Beery, you point at this guy, and the instant your finger touches it, hits you in a moment. This guy wasn't your dad's friend. This guy was trying to recruit your dad for the army. And your dad was just another dwarf that he recruited. And proud and mighty and as courageous as some dwarves may be, there are always those that will take advantage of others. Because who wouldn't want to reclaim Moria? Who wouldn't want to be sold on the idea of power and glory in your own place in the ancient kingdom? And it hits you as soon as you hit him. I think that this guy recruited my dad, and my dad went.
Oh my God. I was not prepared for this. There's bigger fish to fry. Like, this is inconsequential. Like, this is old past stuff. We have the world to save, but
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna just non-blinking just be staring this dwarf down and hold it for what seems probably for the pair of them for like an eternity.
Mm-hmm.
But then look to 10. Let's go find our friends.
All right. And then she leans down very quietly and says, "May I twist the knife just a little bit?"
Oh, stick it back in. Hell yeah, twice.
Then Tanel like straightens back up and turns to him as they're leaving and says, "When this is all over," and she gestures to Beery, "the elves will sing songs of him and immortalize him. And you will have banished him. Just remember that."
We banished him before the times changed, and it would be my honor to have such a dwarf have their praises sung. And I think you all see his face fall in the, yeah, we're talking about this thing that happened in the past, but whatever happened in Erebor broke some people, and he is probably one of them. No insight checks needed on this.
Okay.
Master Beery, I confess, you may not want to stay in Minas Tirith. There are those in the forces of the king that perhaps would rather see you in the dungeon. I do not mean to exile you from another city, and yet I'm only thinking of your nowhere is safe, and it's not in your best interest, but I can tell you for true, they're looking for you.
Oh, they are on the bottom of my list. Don't you worry about a damn thing. You just stay here, kick your feet up as you've always done. I'll go off to Wild Blue yonder like my dad, like father, like son, huh?
He doesn't say anything. He just deep breath in, walks out
Come
the
on,
door.
Tanel. Yeah, get me out of here.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring Zach in, unless you have any other moment.
But on the way down the hallway to return back to the House of Healing, Tin would just feel a little squeeze on her hand, and just him walking beside her, just looking up at her, just with a little mist in his eyes, and just a lot of gratitude.
She just smiles back and just lets that be just a quiet moment.
Whenever I inevitably make this into a comic, I will immortalize that in a full page hand grasp. And welcome back to Mr. Zach Smith.
Yeah.
Hope
Hello.
that was an okay break. Sorry it took a little longer than 2 minutes, like I said, but we will pick things up. Tariel, as you exit, what do you do in this as the evening sort of turns into almost morning at this point?
I think she's just checking boxes on the last preparations she needs to make before departing. Checking on her people.
Tariel, you about halfway through your sort of organization, probably around 11 p.m. ish, you were going to see Tanel's father approach you from wherever. Where are you? Do you think right around the evening, just checking up on your people, like armory or mess hall?
No, it wouldn't be either of those places. I would say it's probably the square, right,
Okay.
right in front of the main gate.
Yeah.
People are assembling.
Yeah.
So
there's
she
a
she might be heading back up.
Well, I will say there's a little bit of hustle and bustle, and I think Tanel's father is going to approach you and say, Commander Tariel, might I find a place more private to speak of a rather urgent matter concerning your well-being?
If it's urgent, is there no reason why you can't tell me here?
I fear we may not have enough time.
By all means.
He ushers you off, just sort of into a building off to the side, quiet.
What is his name?
Hang on.
Aranon.
Aranon.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Aranon's going to look at you and say, I apologize for the act of perhaps what could be seen as treachery or subterfuge, but I understand you are a friend of my daughter's.
I am.
Then it seems only appropriate of me to tell you that your life may be in danger fighting side by side with Tanel.
I don't have time for this.
Very well. I shall not mince my words. My daughter endured a very severe trauma in her early life and falls into fugue states quite often. And she usually does so when she is done battle. She sleeps for months, sometimes years. Wakes up every so often, memory foggy, talent all but gone. She retrains herself to learn to fight almost. And you see his voice crack just a little bit as his breath breaks. You are familiar. Has Tanel told you about the loss of our other daughter, Reyna?
Has she actually?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
She mentioned that in Gondolin she had a sister.
Okay.
But that's all she mentions.
Yeah, no details.
I know something of the tragedy that befell your family. If I do not know more, it is only because Tanel would not wish me to know more. And she says that, indicating with her face, like, so maybe you should mind your own business.
Be that as it may, you should know that Tanel has a fury inside of her. Galadriel once likened it to the heart of Feanor, who disappeared in fire and ash and was consumed by it. The fury in her eyes, the likes of which I have never seen before. And once that fire is consumed, she is nothing but a log to be swept away on the river, carried by whatever means she has. Have you ever noticed how she seems as immature as an elven child?
What is the purpose of this conversation, sir? I have traveled with your daughter many, many miles. For many, many months, I have seen her fire blaze its brightest. I have seen her fire outshine all the stars in the heavens, and still she stands. So what is it, at this most precarious moment when your daughter is, as we speak, kindling the very fire that may yet save us all, that you have to say that may forestall me from bringing her with me? For I would not have her stay behind for all the riches in the world.
Pretty words from a Mirkwood elf, and yet I would tell you true.
This is not going to go well.
She has turned her blade on friend and family before. When the fury is so great, she cannot tell the difference between friend and foe, not even kin.
Kin is what we make of it. And I do not believe that you are acting very much like kin now, to speak so, as though your daughter is every inch the coward you are. Now, if there is nothing else, you may stay here and wither away. But I have places to be. By your daughter's side is one of them. Is there anything else?
She's stronger with her right hand. If she attacks you, block that one first. And he walks out. Hey, Tori, just quick checking in.
Holy shit.
Just quick checking in.
Holy shit.
Wait a minute.
So,
I just, hold on.
Okay.
Because cinematically, you would see Tariel standing in the doorframe from behind, just facing the wall, and inside whatever this little alcove is, just rigid. Instead of like screaming, she just, I hate today. And then like shakes it out and then turns and marches back out.
Little pronk.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you for that, Zach. So sorry. Had to get through that. Tori, just quick checking in. Feel free to message me any questions.
Jesus.
I have so many questions, and it's better than I expected, and I'm very happy right now.
Excellent.
Don't
just
take
looking-
my little girl. She may hurt you. Sir, you just got here. Where have you been?
Let's find out. No, I'm just kidding. They've just been in Lothlorien the entire time. There's no
Yeah.
story there.
Just been in
Yeah.
someone's basement.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Halloweth, you are going to awaken the next morning. Beery, we're going to come to your evening in a bit. Halloweth, you are going to be awakened the next morning by Lady Yorith, who is just sort of gently shaking you. My Lord Halloweth, Lord Elrond is here to see you.
Oh, hello. What year is it?
It is the third age, the
Okay.
year 3019. It is roughly, and he kind of does the math in his head.
Do it.
Goodness, I've quite lost track of the days, but I do believe it is October 23rd.
That's a 6 HP off. Thank you so much.
Zach,
Later.
it's October the 24th in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, did you not
So
say
it's
October the
not.
24th?
I said 23rd.
Oh, I was preemptively celebrating.
Mhm.
Fine.
The nerd gloat.
This episode will be airing on the 25th, I believe, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's perfect. Yes. it
All right,
will
so you've
be.
got your timeline.
There you go.
Excellent.
Stop
Okay, good to
asking
know.
me. I wasn't keeping track every
Yes.
episode. All right.
Okay.
So Elrond is going to approach you and basically say, I was to check on your well-being first. Master Beery has been given a mission, an assignment. It is not lost on me that those that may want him out of the city, perhaps you are unfamiliar. Would you be so kind as to accompany Master Beery on a mission of great importance? Gollum has been spotted.
Oh goodness.
He may have some information we may need. I know not, but I fear what he may do.
Certainly. My strength has returned tenfold. I feel as right as fresh rain. So, if you will hand me my things, I can be off immediately.
He actually has them ready to go. I was hoping you would mention that. Is there anything you would have of me here in the city? I confess there is not much for me to do besides look at old books at the moment.
Well, old books can be potentially useful. If you can study the histories, maybe we can find something that we did not know before. Other than that, I guess ringing together all of these troops and people in preparation for whatever is to come. What is to come?
There is to be a council in 3 days' time. That is how long the scouts have given. After that, the trail may likely have gone cold. Please use your best judgment to be back by then. We would expect you and your compatriots to be a part of
Of
such
course.
things.
I wouldn't want to miss another council. Heavens.
I do certainly hope you will understand my caution, given how the last council in my presence went. And you would be reminded of the second council of Elrond on top of Dunharrow, where you and Radagast discovered that Alatar had been possessed.
Oops. Yeah. Okay. Certainly I can't imagine it can go worse than that. He says, foreshadowing exactly that it does not get worse than that. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Elrond breaks the fourth wall and says, "Who even fucking knows, chat?
Who knows? Who knows if it'll be better? It better be better. That was awful. So okay. Suddenly, and he kind of is saying all this as he's getting dressed. He puts on his robes, his shirts, everything. He comes on his armor. Thank you. And then
He was spotted just south of the mountains. I would suggest you take Lady Sangaya's boat and travel if she will have you, unless horses are your preference.
No, I'm sure we can do by boat, whichever is quickest.
Boat would be quickest. It would be best to have you back here just as soon as possible.
Of course, I will be back post haste. And as he stalks out of the room, ready for a new adventure in his fresh new limbs, he stops, turns back, wanting Beery out of the city.
It is perhaps not my place to tell, though I assumed you perhaps were not made aware, now that I think on it.
I have woken after a state of delirium. And how long has Halloth been asleep for?
It's only been the evening. This is probably 12-ish hours. You were out for a bit. That's a while.
What happened in the space of an oh my, okay. Okay.
Let us just say that you are not the only one to have your past catch up to you yesterday, Master Halloweth.
I see. Well,
before you go, the Morgul blade that pierced you, a piece of it was still inside, hence your sudden loss of consciousness.
I see.
Yet that was not the only thing in your body, Halloweth. There seemed to be two foreign objects, the likes of which I know not. I must speak with your compatriot, Lady Tariel. Would you mind if you could lead the way?
Certainly. Yes.
Very well. Halloweth, Elrond, and you find the other three down at the sort of eating area, the food hall, and says, "Oh, excellent. Roll here. I can brief you now. Please know you have a day and a half to find Gollum, and if you cannot find him in that time, the council will, you are welcome to continue out on the road, but there will be a council in 3 days' time, so journey no farther than a day and a half away, and you shall be back in no time. You are, I assume," looks over at you, Halloweth, "traveling by boat with Lady Sangaya to cover the distance, as he was seen traveling south."
I assume that would be the method we take, whichever is fastest. Gollum can be slippery, and 3 days is not a lot of time to do that in.
I could perhaps delay them to a fourth, but
I'm sure we'll be okay.
With so many here, I fear we cannot wait any longer. We cannot delay, which is another 6 HP off the final boss. Fuck. I did that to myself. Anyway, he's going to look
it wasn't quite the whole.
We cannot delay.
No, but it wasn't. My lady, we cannot delay. There's more.
I can say it directly to Tanel if you no. Apex, go ahead and add it. I'll give it that 6 HP off the final boss. He's going to look at the rest of you and say, "Is there any business you would take care of here in the city before you depart?"
I have to say, I'm getting rather sick of these white walls, so I would quite enjoy the trip out as soon as possible.
Looking down at you, Halloweth. Well, no, I guess you're about the same height. Yes, I'm not terribly fond of white cities either. Under his breath, to you.
So and Halloweth looked to the three of his party, say, "Greetings. Are we all ready for a spontaneous hunt for Gollum yet again?"
Are you?
Yes.
I'm doing far better now. Whatever was in me is now out of me, and feeling more light than shadow, which
Ah,
is, I
yes.
think, the
To
idea.
that end.
On
And
to that moment,
she'll
Lady
snap,
Tar.
yeah, she'll
Yeah,
pull the little
save them.
vial from behind her ear and say, I've
Behind your
been,
ear.
yeah,
Wait.
it's
Yeah.
part of
Oh, okay.
the cuff
What?
that Beery made her,
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
The
That's
spider body.
cool.
So she'll hand you the spider body, which is now full of a
It is a
metallic substance. It's ding, ding,
yeah.
ding, 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 jingles. And she hands
So
it to you.
Tariel, I will actually point of order. You will notice if you were to shake it again, it is not quite as solid as it was when you first captured it. It is a little bit more like a like what oobleck is the I think
Yeah,
colloquial
oobleck,
term.
or like
It's
a
not quite a
symbiote.
lick. Yeah, not quite a liquid, not quite a solid.
Okay. So it's squishy-ish.
Yes, squishy-ish.
Okay. Hang on, my dog is eating something squishy-ish, I think. What
Hmm?
what you got? What you got? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, nonetheless, she'll shake it and then sort of oh. Anyway,
Uh,
she's seen
hmm?
Stranger Things the last 24 hours, you know.
What
Uh
season?
and just give him the vial.
He's gonna look at it,
No,
nod,
not
and
him. She's giving it to Halloweth. It's not
oh,
his.
Elrond reaches out his hand. Regardless, Halloweth, if you don't mind,
Uh,
Master Halloweth.
he kind of looks a little okay. I mean, you'll know more than I will.
Aaron is here with me. He did ask about you, Lady Tanel, though I confess I was not sure of your whereabouts. So, regardless, I will take this to him. We will discover what we can and perhaps gain some information.
I mean, I'd be happy to lend my hand as well.
When you return, I am sure we will have many chances to talk about what this could potentially be.
Okay. Then let us not delay any further.
Very
Onwards.
well. And Elrond will walk out. You four have a moment.
Tariel's just like she didn't even get a chance to explain like what she was gonna give him that for, and it's just like, whoa, okay, the men took it away again. Great. So in that case, she'll sort of watch them go, and then we'll just
Okay.
look at the rest of the room. I guess we're going now.
Well,
Mhm.
is it? I'm getting a strange feeling about this entire. What's happened since I've
Make an
been
inside check,
gone?
Halloweth.
Okay.
We're gonna play this right because
Also,
you have ill favor the first time.
how many people are around us?
And especially, are there
I'd
any dwarves?
You
Mm.
don't see any dwarves here currently.
Okay.
But you are not quite surrounded, but there's a lot of people in Gondor these days. There's elves, there's dwarves, there's humans, and one hobbit. So you've got some people around you.
It matters not. I got an Eye of Sauron, which is a fantastic start to my insight.
So as far as you
Phenomenal.
can tell, Halloweth, I think
Everything's actually great. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really this has basically just been one fantastic party that I just wasn't invited to, and that's totally okay. So
you were out and
You
they
Half
don't
were
for
get
the
having a
best
grand
of
old
us.
absolute
time.
chipper.
totally fair.
Yeah. You
Okay.
probably missed one of the parties that like celebrate the fact that you're not all dead yet. So maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. well,
Tariel will just look meaningfully at Beery. Just with that,
So on
with an expression like, "Will you be telling him anything?" She doesn't
Oh,
say that.
look,
She just
bacon. And just is going to just grab to the table. Oh,
Oh, hey, Beery, do you mind?
No.
Just
oh yeah.
Gorge
Yeah,
hanging
just-
out in the cafeteria. Cool.
It's just I get it. I don't want to. Do you want me to come with you? I kind of scared him, I think, or he scared me. But
No,
either
no,
way,
no.
I
We
don't.
need you. You need
All
you to
right,
stall
all right.
the show.
I'll go get the cart ready, and then we can just leave.
Please do.
All
Thank
right,
you.
And Gorge trots off to the area.
Okay. Well, I'm all ready and packed. Is everyone's set?
Ready
Yes.
to rock? You're looking awfully chipper, my friend.
Yes, it's Certainly been a weight off my shoulders the last few days, so nice to be feeling more myself than I have in many millennia.
Yeah,
So,
Halloweth, make an awareness check for me.
Oh.
awareness check. How is my awareness? Oh, it's good. Okay. Yep, I passed with flying colors.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Oddly enough, you feel good. This is different. This is something lighter.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. And he's going to kind of bound out of the room, just not like that chipper, but certainly there's an
Skipping.
extra. Yeah, there's there's not flowers in his hair or anything, but there is going to be a certain pep in his step.
Mhm.
I don't know if I
Tariel's
like
gonna
this new
look over.
Halloween.
Yeah, Tariel's gonna look at Tanel and be like,
It's odd. I don't know if I like it or not.
This will not
has
stay,
he
by the way.
ever-
He's just not used to it.
I saw him this happy once when he and Beery were tallying how many people they had killed, and Halloweth won. So
Hey, I could have a comeback.
of course. But yes, this is odd.
I'm
I don't mind it. But it is
different.
odd.
Change is good.
Yes.
Are you guys
We'll
coming
get used
or
to
not?
it.
Like-
Right, yes,
Ah,
yes.
Sticks
of
his
course.
head back
Oh,
in all
yes.
chipper.
Just Hal with like a little anime character just
Yeah.
popping in. Come on, guys! And then like,
It's like
Yes.
Happy Percy after the
Ugh.
Briarwood arc of Critical
Yeah.
Role. All right. So
Ugh.
the rest of you make your way down, and I'll say you guys talked long enough, then stalled enough that Gorge is already there, as is Lady Sangaya and Aaron, the blacksmith of Rivendell.
Oh god.
He's going to walk up to you, my Lady Tinel and compatriots. Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you again.
Smith?
Smith, I
that's-
hear tale of your travels have reached even my ears all these
Oh,
miles away.
well, you know, I can only do what a dwarf can do, you know what I mean?
Oh, so I have been told. Are you aware that there are some dwarves in the city that are looking for you?
Oh, yeah, no, and actually, this is the thing. I'm on a top secret mission, so they can't know where I'm at. All right,
Oh,
so, you know, we just
I've
gotta...
been made aware of Master Elrond has informed me, but even so, shall I direct them to your mother's quarters or anything in the meantime?
No, just let him keep... It's like a game. Just let him keep searching.
If you insist, very
Good
well.
for 'em.
And bows to all of you, hands you any number of supplies, arrows, refreshment, or not refreshments, rations, all of that stuff, rope, obviously, a little bit of elven rope as well. Yeah, Halloweth.
What's my endurance at now? Because it has been horrifyingly low
Yes.
for a terrifying amount of time.
Yes. What was your endurance the last episode?
2.
Okay, cool. You're up to 3 now for the next day.
Oh
Sweet.
my god. I don't think I've been above a 5 in since Noko gone.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah, hang on
crap.
though. That's not saying much. We've only filmed like 4 episodes since Noko.
Yeah,
I
it
guess,
feels
yeah.
like it, yeah.
Months. Okay. So yeah, if you guys need any additional items, now would be the time to sort of put them in your inventory, grab anything that you might not necessarily think to bring with you on this journey.
Fish. We need fish.
I can
Oh.
see to actually, you know what? We'll say you grabbed some from the mess hall, from the food
Perfect.
area. Easy. Yep. River's right there.
Yeah.
They have no problem fishing.
Excellent.
Anything else you guys want or can think of?
That's everything.
Very well. Aaron is going to bow to all of you and give an extra deep bow to you, Tanel, and say, best of luck on your journey. See you in just about 3 days' time.
Yes.
Yes.
Tariel's
Oh,
gonna give Tanel another. She's given a lot of people a lot of meaningful or questioning looks today. Just
Just a looking.
And it's just a full on like shoulders up, like I don't know.
friend of yours?
We met briefly in
Uh-huh.
Rivendell. I don't know.
That's right. You weren't here for the first 17
Y-
episodes. I
no,
forgot that you don't know about
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
Aaron the
okay.
blacksmith hardcore flirted.
Aaron.
Well,
And
picking
Tanel's
that
just
up.
like
That was before Tanel was canonically really thick. Like
Yeah, but
this
she,
was
she
just
didn't
true.
suddenly, she didn't
foreshadowing.
suddenly get that thick in that
Yeah.
one episode. It wasn't like she took a role and then all of a sudden, like, boom. It was like, it's always been there. It was just like
The dice
to the
only
audience.
the dice only revealed it
Yeah.
to the rest of us later on.
I can't wait for whatever animated series I inevitably turn this into to just
Can
be like
somebody describe him?
Aaron?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's just like very standard long-haired blacksmith elf, similar to the thing you see in the fellow
Okay.
or Return of the King.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yes.
nothing special.
Okay.
Picture an elf.
Then-
Picture an elf.
Picture an elf, right? Okay.
You got it. That's him.
Picture an
So-
elf on the ocean.
Then yeah, Tari will just watch him go and sort of do like side tilt, maybe like check out his ass for a second.
Give me a scan check.
Oh my god.
No, she doesn't need to know anything about
No,
it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
She'll just do a quick look and then she'll say, "Oh, you did better."
Nice.
And then just like
Hang
watch.
on,
She'll then,
hang on. Don, the lore master, is questioning this. Is Tariel aware of Tanel? Oh, yes, because of the scenes around the boat. Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like 6 months ago filming,
know.
Charlotte. I don't remember anything.
Also, we all like you can see it from space. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
It's
It's
pretty
not it's not very
obvious.
casual
the
anymore.
gays are anything but subtle. Anyway, because
Uh,
we're all neurodivergent and don't know how to read social cues, but that's another conversation entirely. Anyway,
Speak for yourself.
Sangaya comes up to you. I'm told I'm your transport and we're tracking a golem.
Not quite a golem. A golem. Less stony, more slippery.
Like an
Just as
eel.
large or like he's eel sized? That's very convenient.
He's a halfling sized, but less skin tone.
Halfling.
Oh,
Have you met Master Baggins?
No. What's a Baggins?
Oh dear.
smaller than a dwarf. Only children to your
That is an
Um,
extra 6
There
HP
it is.
onto the final boss.
There
Come
it
on.
is.
Come on, Halloween. Give me.
Nicely done.
I regret
Perfect.
nothing.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, and certainly paler. As pale as a dead fish. I don't know. He's small and skulky.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a
right.
wretched,
Pammy.
half-naked, slippery little ghoul who continues to elude us despite all our best efforts. Think of a small, evil child, clad only in a loincloth and deception.
Oh, I don't need to imagine that.
You won't have to soon, if we're successful.
Well, very well. We will bring the nets. And she looks really confused. Like, you haven't clarified anything.
Actually, a
Actually-
net might be quite useful.
Yes,
We're trying to
a net-
capture it.
We have. How?
It would be a perfect plan B. I'm going to try and use words and use a
It
bit
speaks.
of tact.
It speaks.
It
Yes.
does.
Oh yeah.
It's making it shut up that's the trick.
It can be rather incoherent, though.
It speaks the common tongue, or this Baggins language you mentioned.
The common tongue is
Very well.
correct.
Why are we?
I
capturing
actually
it?
don't know. I don't know why we need that. Like, I think we can just let it go. I'm here on
He
orders.
truly
It seemed very important to Elrond.
he knows quite a lot about Gwaihir and his movements
What?
Also
and the
secret
paths into
passages.
Mordor. Yes.
Secret path.
Unfortunately, yes, I understand. Unfortunately, we need him alive as much as some of us, and she involuntarily glances at Tariel and glances back to Sangaya, as much as some of us would prefer him dead. The fishing nets would actually be quite a good idea if you could spare a couple for the elves to have.
Yes, of course. Shall we? And she gestures off the main gate out to the boat. Just as you are leaving, however, you are going to hear your mother, Beery, come up from behind you. Beery,
We almost escaped.
why didn't you tell me you were leaving?
Because I'm coming back.
Well, I know you're coming back, but do you want to? There are many dwarfs here, and she looks up at the three elves. Are they Very well. Then I shall hold your and this is all very like hush hush, but like clearly the three of you here because Elf ears and also it's Beery's mom. She's not gonna, yeah. So she's gonna go right. How long?
Look,
will you
look,
be
look,
gone?
look. All you need to do, I'll be back for this like super important meeting with all the kings and all. Kind of
The
a big
council.
deal.
Yes, you're to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm so honored. I'm so proud of you.
But
You've done
and
so.
you, well, thanks, and he clasps her shoulders. All I need you to do is just, keep to yourself, eat something, have yourself a wee nip, and relax,
Mhm.
Maybe tend to some wounded. You're really good at that.
Oh, right. I've maybe I could lend a hand, but Beery, did you
Yeah.
notice there was less food than the other day on your plate? I have. I don't know how much food they have left.
I'm really sorry, but I have a lot on my plate right now. Not food, that is, but like saving the world and all. That might be a question for like Faramir or something like that.
Right. He was mentioning something I overheard. Okay. I shall describe. I shall go find him. Um, best of luck and be safe. And you take care. And she gestures to the three of you. You take care of my boy, eh?
Always
course.
Naturally.
Thank you. And she trots back into the gate.
Okay, all right, let's get the hell out of here, huh?
Please.
Charming woman, lovely drinking partner, I must say. But
Is she great?
we were down at that. What ale is left is well, it tastes like donkey piss. But she can.
It's got to have a bit of stank on it, huh?
Well, you dwarves certainly know how to hold your liquor, I must say.
Not
Shall
like
we?
the elves,
And
though. Yes, let's go.
I've yet to dabble in the elven wine since. Anyway, unimportant. Let's be on our way. And she gestures you up to the boat. Her crew of, which has now grown from like 12 people. There's like a decent number. There's like 30 to 40-ish people on this boat right now. And they're all sort of like, some of them look very new. Some of them look like shipwrights. You can kind of tell though that like a lot of these folks are not from Gondor. These have the look of Erkirion and Prince Imrahil, just sort of the more southern end. Their skin is a little bit more darker toned because they get more sun in that sort of beach lit area, and they're all just sort of walking around almost a little bit more cohesive, as if whatever happened in the battle sort of either trauma bonded them into becoming best friends or like made them a more cohesive group of people. So south then.
Yes.
And
South.
we're looking for
Yeah.
a slimy eel Baggins.
Correct.
Yes.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
A Smeagol.
Smeagol.
A Smeagol, yeah.
go.
She's gonna whisper to you, Tanel. Is that a dwarven
It
word? For...
he goes by two names. It is slightly confusing. But yes, Smeagol or Gollum, the creature is called.
Oh, golem. Oh, I have to stop asking why. Very well, let us be on our way. And that is where we're going to take our 5-minute break. We will see you all in 5.
Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Back in 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Back in 5. Thank you, 5.
All right.
Woohoo.
And welcome back. When we last left off, our party was informed of their newest mission in a hunt for Smeagol, and Beery, being the sort of de facto most kind person to him over the course of the last few months, continues to be the one given this mission. You all make your way up onto the boat. Tanel, go ahead and please give me a scan check, please.
With pleasure.
Actually, Tariel, you can do so. Actually, anyone that wants to can. Sorry, I
Okay.
thought it would be thematic, but at this point, it might not matter.
We
Well,
can we
if
can all
if,
look
if
around.
we're all looking, we're all
Yeah.
looking for the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you're not
Um,
necessarily it's more of a do you notice something?
Oh, I see.
22.
Okay.
And there is a 6 in there.
Everyone
Excellent.
drink for 22.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Screw it.
There it is again. I hit my target number exactly.
Okay. Tariel, Beery?
I hit my target number with a 6.
Okay. Beery?
27 with 2 6s.
Whoa.
Dang.
Dang! Beery's on a roll today.
Rolling hot. I'm afraid when that luck runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Beery, wearing some of the clothes of similar to sort of the Gondorian make down in the south, you see Havari and Raval.
Yeah,
Where?
on the ship with the
On
crew?
the ship with the crew.
Okay, I'm picturing this thematically as we load up on the boat and Sangaya doing her thing. All of a sudden, I see a someone that looks like a Kyrion, and Beery runs up to him, spins around, Kiri, and it's not him. And I
Master-
thought you were cool.
Master Beery, it is.
Oh, it
Joy
is
to
you.
see-
Oh, good. Okay, you're here.
No, it's Raval. The Master Akirion is in the city with his father.
Oh, damn it! I'm not talking to you. Oh, hey, and then notices
Master
these
Beery.
others.
Yeah, hello. Did he? We are here to escort you on your mission. And she quick looks around, seeing you, trying to look for Tanel. Where are you right now? What's your facial expression?
Tanel or me?
You guys can.
Tanel.
I think Tanel is a little too focused at the moment, like keeping a lookout on the horizon, that she probably hasn't noticed either of them.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I think that's totally okay. That's a great character choice. I think in that case, Beery is going to see Havari look over at Tanel, see that her back is turned, and be like, I know my way around boats. Raval said he wanted to accompany me, and this seemed like a harmless enough mission to stay out of harm's way, like Tanel said. So I'm just following orders, really. It just maybe don't tell her it doesn't.
You two have been spending a lot of time together. I've been noticing.
Insight check.
I'm getting better.
A lot of time.
He's
together.
insightful AF now, though.
Yeah.
I'm learning how people do.
Zach, are you drinking bourbon?
No, I'm drinking scotch.
Well done.
Looks very delicious.
Which scotch?
Well, it's whatever I
Nice.
had. It was in a decanter. I don't remember.
I'm happy for you, buddy.
It was blank decanter.
Good for you. 24, Beery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Beery, with the 24, you are going to watch Havari be caught off guard, look as though she's going to attempt to come up with a creative lie, because you know all about lying and concocting them. And then
Damn.
you hear her say, yes, we are very much in love. And that's it.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, congratulations. Hey, Beery's beaming. He loves love. I just throwing it out there. I do weddings. Good for you. He's a hell of a catch. I mean, he's a bit of a poet. You know what I mean? But good on you.
I find the poet thing his way with words. And you watch as Raval, who is right next to her, go, Havari, would Master
Such a
Beery,
basic bitch.
would you Would you be so kind as to escort me to Lady Tariel so as to not have yet another explosion of emotion upon my presence being known?
Escort you? We're on a little ship. Okay, fine. And he grabs his hand and like totes him,
Yeah.
like the princess
Can
that he is.
Tariel just be right there? Can she just be there?
Sure. Sure. Like
Like he
literally
whips
2
around
feet.
and she's like, "Hey."
Oh, Lady Tanel. Forgive me. Dawn is a little bit tipsy. Lady Tariel. I haven't been home in 11 days, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, she's gonna look at you. Lady Tariel.
Rayval,
I assume you heard that.
I did.
Very well.
Okay.
Oh,
I've never known
riveting
you.
conversation this has been.
I've Halloweth, I've never not
Hmm.
known my commander to have a snide comment ready in her back pocket. I'm
Oh.
simply awaiting it.
And this is to me, this is Charlotte. As I recall, Tanel and Tariel had a conversation about this, right? Where they agreed that like
Mhm.
we're happy for them. Like good for those kids,
Yes.
basically.
You, however, have not talked to
That is correct.
since
That is
you caught them making out in the closet at NoCo.
Right. So she's gonna go ahead and just keep her face perfectly neutral
Okay.
and see how long he wants to play eyeball chicken.
Make me? No. What's your target number for wit?
Ooh.
Ooh.
14.
14. Hang on.
Currently, Beery's just glad that this
Just want to be
game
clear.
of chicken
What you
is
got?
not
Hang
him.
on. Hang on. I'm gonna zoom in. It's a 12. It is a 12 right there. I hope you can
Oh.
see that. I hope you can
Nice.
see that.
Okay. 14 to 12.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Gandalf
So-
on the wind.
Gandalf on. So I have stats
Oh,
for Rayval, but this is a check for you versus. It's basically like passive perception. I have to
Right.
beat something that is passive to you.
Yeah.
He rolled a critical success.
Great.
The elf does not blink. Every bit of sass and wit that you have imparted on him as a not so subtle teacher,
Mm-hmm.
he gives right back to you. All of the energy that you are exuding, he returns. You are a mirror looping back on itself one after another. He doesn't speak. He just looks at you.
Good. A long moment passes. And then Tauriel smiles. Just a little at first. And then, like, beaming, delighted. And she claps him on the back and says, "Oh, come on, Rayval, lighten up. You're always wound up so tight. Let's come over you. I'm happy for you."
And pushes him overboard.
And pushes him over.
I'm going to say you're still tied up. So if you actually want to, give me an athletics check. Okay.
No.
All right. He's going to look at you and nod and say, "Thank you. I never thought I'd count myself amongst the history books, and yet here I stand. My heart true, or perhaps truer than I ever knew it could be."
I don't know if this is yet the greatest love story ever told, Rayval. Let's not overstep here.
Calm down here, Gil-galad. Jesus.
You
I'm
misunderstood.
still imagining Beery's holding his hand.
Yeah,
still.
100%. And actually, I think you're going to begin to feel a little bit of a squeeze. You misunderstand me. I wish not to end up in the history books. Those of mortal and elven kind. The ends are never pleasant.
Tariel will dart a look to Havari like, "Are you hearing this right now?" And then look back at Rayval.
He has
She's right
told
here.
he has told me the tale. This is Havari.
Mm-hmm.
He has told me the tale of the Baron and Luthien, Tuor and Idril, and there is and I need you to make an awareness check to stay with us here, Halloweth, because the mention of Tuor and Idril is going to perk up your ears regardless of whether or not you can react or not.
Oh,
It may trigger something. But
let's
as she
see.
says that, As Zach rolls, Havari is going to say, if we are to have a part in this great tale, we would see it done, and yet to fade off into the distance of the water on a boat is all I want. And she looks up at him and he looks down at her. And there's this brief moment where you realize PDA, be damned, public displays of affection. Who cares? The only person in the world right now is next to them. Halloweth, what'd you get on your awareness check?
He put it in the chat.
19. My target number is 16.
Excellent. Thank you. Halloweth, with a 19 on your awareness check, you are going to maintain your presence here in the present. But you are aware that had you let yourself slip in just that one moment when Havari mentioned Tuor and Idril, you might have let yourself slip back into your old ways. And you don't want to, and you don't feel the need to in that sort of compulsion way you did before to sulk. You did what you thought was correct, and based on the knowledge that you have now, you're not the same person anymore. And I think with that awareness check, you'll say, oh, my friends have noticed a difference. So have I about myself as well.
Oh, self-discovery for Halloweth. Nice.
Growth.
Yeah.
It's almost like he has an arc. For all those saying he was a grumpy bastard in the beginning.
You were a grumpy bastard in the beginning,
That was the
man.
point.
Yes,
Wait,
I
but if
know
he's
that.
at the top of the arc now, and it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
No,
No.
bell
Halloweth.
curve.
No.
Yeah,
Constant's
complete,
just an asymptote, really.
I don't even know what that means anymore, but I know I learned it in grade school somewhere.
The limit does not exist.
Is that just the no edge meme from Vlogbrothers? Sorry, that's a really deep cut.
Let's come back.
Let's come back to this later.
Hearing this,
Yes.
hearing this little classic Rayval speech.
Yeah.
Tariel's body language will change such that she is not teasing him anymore. Something flits across her face, like, oh, damn it, this is kind of nice. And he's holding one of Beery's hands, right?
Yes, he has clasped Havari in the other, but just imagine this weird Chloe, if you're listening. It's Beery and then Rayval and then Havari. They're all holding hands. They're on a boat. Some guys in the background, probably drunk, and the rest are in the foreground, just kind of wondering what they're looking at.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can Tariel reach down and take the hands that Rayval and Havari are holding together? She can just sandwich them in her hands and say, I know something of... I am happy for you. Truly.
I need every player here to make an insight check for me.
Yes,
please.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I've been
Will
listening.
the roll continue?
She'll dart a look to Beery that is unreadable.
Okay.
If he perceives it.
If he perceives
I mean,
it.
she's not hiding it. It's just unreadable.
Okay.
I beat my target
Barely
number.
a success.
Yeah, by 2.
I
By
rolled
2.
I rolled a
By 2 as well.
7. Damn.
7.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Look at this! Look at this terrible, awful
Sucky
roll.
number
Oh,
7.
Ew.
Get wrecked to Nell. No.
Jesus.
There's just a seagull, just like
Yeah,
Just-
Oh, Tanel, that bird just pooped on your shoulder. You may
Yeah.
want
thank you.
to. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine.
Yeah, I think Beery and Halloweth would remember the secret that Tariel once told at a certain path of the dead by a certain door. That Tariel once loved a dwarf, and his name was Keely.
That was not the secret that she told
Yes,
at
it
the
was.
door.
what was it?
Yes,
I'm
it
trying to
was.
remember what it
Yes,
was.
No,
it was.
it wasn't. The secret that she told is that she is frightened all the time.
Yes,
But
but
she-
before that,
Yeah.
there was the secret that was not a secret because others knew of it, but you said it out loud.
Did I?
You did.
It's
You
been
did.
a very long time.
You did.
It's been,
I'll
you ready
find
for
it.
this? It's been a year. We had that Halloween episode with Isildur's Bones with Anna Maria way back on the Halloween weekend.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold
we've
on.
been doing this for so long.
I know. That's why I'm trying to move
I
us.
honestly thought that it was even longer than that. Also, my dog has just found a stuffy. All right,
Found
what?
it.
This wasn't for you.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Right here.
you.
Tariel,
I
I
trust
loved
the
a dwarf.
notes.
I loved a dwarf. His name was Keeley.
Wow.
Right there, black and white, baby.
It's all coming back to me now. Okay. Okay.
Okay. The two of
Hmm.
you, Beery and Halloweth, would in this moment be able to glean
Going.
that Keeley was, in fact, the dwarf that was a mortal, that Tariel, being an elf, had a parting from him, and you begin to realize in this moment, based on the facial expressions that you've given Tariel, he died. You don't know how, but he is dead now.
Yeah, I would say maybe a way we can do that is the two of you would perceive a flash of something through Osanmai. Maybe,
Unintentionally?
yeah, she just loses
okay.
control of it for a second.
Yeah.
She just has sort of an emotional outburst,
Mhm.
and all you will experience is a flash of grief.
Mm.
Right.
Okay.
In this moment, Havari is going to take her other hand, which is free, not being held by Beery or Rayval, and put it on top of yours, Tariel. And she's just going to say, "Thank you. I know what began as hatred is no longer that, and I wish, given time, to call you friend."
I never hated you, Havari.
I did shoot you
I
twice.
hated that, but never you. You are forgiven.
I kind of
and-
did for a bit, but I was grumpy.
He's back.
Regardless, I'm grateful.
I'm happy for you.
That's technically 6 HP to the final boss, but it's such a
Yes.
common phrase. I'm going to allow it.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow it because maybe you didn't know, maybe you did.
No, I remember, but it was
yeah.
a generic. I wasn't
Yeah,
deliberately quoting the film.
I got you.
Yeah.
Havari is going to smile a little bit at you in a way you haven't quite seen yet. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is
In
new
the
for her.
annoying way that a person newly in love smiles.
Exactly.
So
You know,
Still,
annoying.
for some
look.
reason, holding this Rayval's hands.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so been interested in these exchanges. He's just gonna like give it a shake and look at us all just getting on along together. Huh?
Havari's going to pipe up and say, "Do you want to show them?" And Rayval is going to say, "No, Havari, please," and shake his head.
Oh,
Show us what?
the bow's out of the bag now.
11. Oh wait, no, hang on. 2d6.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 total. With a 19 total, you are going to see a very brief exchange of eyebrows and facial expressions. And Havari is going to pipe up and say, "Rayval finished your poem, though it's not written in blood."
Oh.
And you're going to hear Rayval say, "It's not finished yet. The Dark Lord has not been defeated. All good epic poems. And with the Dark, it's not important. I will... Let's find this creature, shall we?"
Let's shall.
We will transition into the next portion of this, which is, I'm sorry to inform you all, just a bunch of scan checks. You are free to do what you will, but here's how this is going to work, all right? You have basically 36 hours, which is the potential of 9 rolls. We're going to do this in 4-hour intervals, depending on when you find Gollum based on your rolls. It will trigger a number of different possible circumstances in which you could find him in that state. So all 4 of you are going to make them. You are free to attempt to help each other, add a fellowship point to someone that is having favor in it, have Sengaya or her crew do anything. I will also allow you, if you so choose, you can go on land. That will not be just a scan check. You will be able to attempt to succeed multiple things to find Gollum.
I'd like to do that immediately.
Okay.
Actually,
Within the
find
first 4
out.
hours?
Yeah, kind of see exactly where. 'Cause we know he's south and in this area.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to kind of narrow that down is fast by boat, but we need to be going in the right direction fast.
Yes.
So if we do a really good scan tracking thing first, might help us overall later on.
So here's what I'll say. If you roll well enough on your scan check, that will allow you to go on shore to investigate more if you want.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, it will just, sorry, yeah, I don't know if I made that
Okay.
clear. You will be able to make a scan check, and then if you succeed by enough margin, you will go on shore, make a bunch of further checks, basically bringing you further down the rabbit hole of
Okay.
possible outcomes.
Sure thing.
Okay, so everybody start with the scan check.
19 with a 6, not very good.
19 with a 6. Okay.
I succeed. I beat my target number by what is that? 3. I only have 2d6
Okay.
in the scan, so
Okay.
I'm not the scanniest of boys.
Okay.
I hit my target number exactly.
Okay.
24 with a 6.
24.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I did get a 6 actually in one of my
Okay,
d6s.
cool. So hang on. Just checking my notes here, making sure I'm correct. Okay. I have to do math.
Mm-hmm.
Say it's about 2 hours into your journey. This would be right around the location where the scouts originally said they spotted him. And you would probably get out within that first 2 hours, examine the terrain, and see that there are footprints that resemble something only really Gollum can do. The creatures that have sort of the area has been laid waste. The siege and all of that. Creatures have been going back and forth now, but there are battlements everywhere and things that are broken down and just things haphazardly placed, boats that are broken, oars, tents pitched, campfires. Nothing really seems to be populated anymore. It's almost as if everything happened in a vacuum, and the immediate area surrounding Gondor has basically been everything sucked up back into Minas Tirith. These creatures came in, basically laid siege. The Ents sort of created this almost perimeter, and you've now sort of reached the point where everything's just kind of gross and muddy, and yet it begins to switch because Gwaihir's own army is only so large. So these tracks sort of continue, but it's only further south, and you know that you need to keep going based on the timeline.
Hey,
Hey.
Biri,
Yeah.
do you still have the rope that you tied Gollum up with?
I always got some rope.
The specific rope that you tied Gollum up with?
Sure, it's actually one of my treasures. And he just.
Ah. Hey, Gorge, take a big whiff of this.
Oh, I like where your nose is at. With that, I will allow you to roll Hallowith your scan checks with favor.
Yay.
Hell
Gorge,
yeah.
yeah, Gorge will be able
Whatever.
to provide you favor there.
Thanks, Gorge. Appreciate it.
All right. So we are now in the next 4 hours. This is going to be hours 4 through hours 8. Go ahead and make me a scan check, please.
Oh yeah, nice. I beat my target number by quite a bit, considering I have only 2d6, and I got a 6 with one of them.
Lovely.
There you go.
So
Okay.
21.
21. What's that beat your target number by?
9.
9. Okay. Way to
Also
go, Gorge.
21.
Also 20. Tell me what it beats your target number by. That's kind of the. Yeah, sorry. That's kind of the way
sorry,
I'm crafting
I didn't tell you
this.
that the last time.
Nope. You're good.
6.
6. Okay.
Yep.
Fury.
Rolling pretty low. I beat it by 5.
By 5.
No
Good.
6.
Tanel.
Beat it by 4.
By 4. Okay.
Mhm.
And just in the interest of full disclosure, there are other crew looking out for you on the boat.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily counting that as any more than what you all are doing. Elf eyes and all that bullshit. I can't justify humans seeing it before you guys. And Beery's just kind of there. So we're just rolling with the punches. So with that, you've beaten your target number by 24. So I will say it is closer to hour 8. Call it something like 7 or 8 p.m. of that morning, or of that same day you left Minas Tirith. You notice sort of off the shore a few fish that have been just kind of torn out with the innards, and the carcass is left on the beach. Insight checks not really needed. You'd kind of figure that if you're looking for Gollum, you're on the right track. And I think that would sort of begin the next portion of the journey. However, it is starting to get a little bit dark out, and Sangaya is going to approach you right around now and say, do we want to travel by moonlight? I can light torches, though it may alert us to any enemies if
It's
there are.
October, right?
So
Just
it's
about,
dark.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Dark.
It's dark. In the
No,
mountains
no,
on
no,
both
no.
sides.
This is the time for the hunt. No. Keep it dark. No lighting torches. Let your eyes acclimate.
I would agree, but there
If-
is a
If you
river to-
need, yes, I was about to say, if you need sharp eyes, I could assist in steering the boat clear of any danger.
I'm going to let you know right now, as the lore master, Tori, you just made an excellent suggestion. So now we are going to make a number of scan checks. One is for the boat not to run aground. The other 3 are going to be for, and if you want to help improve, 2 of you can be on the front. I'd say the dwarf, you'd probably add an extra D6. The elves would add favor to the rolls, just because it is starting to get dark.
I say we put both the gondolindrum up front, because I bet their eyes are real good.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You said scan with favor?
Yeah, so this would be a scan check with favor for both of you on the bow of the ship on the front to make
Mhm.
sure that the ship does not run aground. You can direct the people in the crow's nest. You can direct the people driving the boat, sort of steering it. And then the other 2, Biri and Tariel, you are going to make scan checks to look for Gollum. Now, I will let you know, you have put yourself at a disadvantage because you are not having 4 people look for Gollum, but it is
Mhm.
you are saving a lot of time,
Mm.
but you are also sacrificing your chances of finding him right away, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Helowith, what's up?
I just rolled for the bow of the ship. Can I suggest? I got a Gandalf. Can I
Oh.
suggest to Chanel, be like, "Hey, I got this. Don't worry about it. You,
I'll allow it.
You
Yeah,
do your
why not?
scan check. Like, don't worry.
I got it.
You got it.
I'm enjoying the sea breeze right now.
He's just
Very
doing the
well.
Titanic
I get-
out there.
Yeah.
So weird.
Just the chipper attitude of Halloweth. She just kind of stares at him for a little bit, goes, all right. Yes.
Okay.
And just walks away. Like,
Yeah.
just, is he still there? Is Halloweth the person I
It's
know?
me,
still-
Gwa here. No.
Surprise!
That would be so sad.
That is not what we talked about,
I'm
Zach.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
As Tanel now like approaches him on the railing of the ship and kind of leans over and gives her a little elbow, like, "Hey, isn't he great? He's so much better. He's not broody anymore."
I think it's actually going to take me some getting used to.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I like it. I'm very happy that he's the way he is, but it's odd. It's just something to
I mean,
get
he's always
used
been
to.
odd.
Very true. Aren't we all?
Yeah, I'm burning a hope point because it's go time.
Nice.
We're in fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Give me hours 8 through 12. Go.
It's not a Gandalf,
Okay.
but it's pretty good. There's 2 6s on the board.
I should have burned a hope point because I'm 4 short of my target number.
Oh, okay. That's a -4.
I don't see a damn thing.
Nope.
Ah,
Tanel,
You
I
typecasting
beat
me?
it by 13.
beat your scan check by because of Beery's bullshit thing.
Well, I rolled an 11,
oh
so that's
yeah.
really
Okay.
what did it.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled
Beer-
a 36.
I'm sorry.
It was everything. It was all my dice.
That's our show, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Why
He
do I
sees
even have
Gwai here.
dice?
He knows
He
Gwaihere's exact coordinates.
Oh yeah, there's the bird.
Is that the one
Oh,
ring
he's-
right there? Did we just find the one ring in the Underwood?
No joke. Why here is just sitting there, belly wound, clearly been stabbed by something like Shelob. Hey guys, you're never gonna believe this. No.
Right there.
All right. Okay. In rolling so well, we've got time. Here's what I'll do. We'll start this out like this. Hallowith, in rolling a Gandalf, you go up to the bow, tell Tanel you got this. Your eyesight's keen. Sengaya is going to approach you.
Oh.
Master Hallowith,
Evening.
you're happy. Why?
I
Let me rephrase.
Hmm.
You're less gloomy. Why?
Hmm. I confronted a darkness within me which has been lain dormant. Maybe not so dormant for thousands of years. Only now have I finally taken heed of a great many friendships and warnings along the way. And some awful shadow which has remained there has been removed from me, literally.
Your shadow looked perfectly fine to me this morning, but if you say so, I'm happy for you. In any case.
I thank you. It's been enlightening, to say the least.
Oh?
That's not to say that I don't abhor a sunny disposition.
You know, I've never enjoyed one myself, and yet that poet, he's something else, I'll tell you. A way with words.
Really? I've always found that silence is gold.
And yet, what fills the silence may be most meaningful.
I think a silence can certainly be meaningful. Many words can be said without being uttered. However, as I say, sunny dispositions and too much light have never really sat well with me. So for now, let us enjoy the darkness. And the
Oh.
At
night.
this moment, Beery bursts in. I think I see something.
I was literally about to call you out as Sengaya for hanging out with the cheery dwarf. But Beery, you do your thing, man.
Yeah,
Barry.
just there.
Wonderful.
Don, what does he see? I'm assuming he's got to see something.
Listen, out in the distance, there is the unmistakable signs of a struggle. And it is muddy, and there are fish strewn about everywhere. So you can kind of tell he's been following the coastline. But something caught up to him that maybe caused him to run, maybe caused him to flee from the water, because as you sort of gaze out upon this what almost looks like it could be a recreation of the fight you had with the sea serpent, a number of lines in the sand, deep cut carvings and tangles, and all of these things that almost make you think that perhaps a tentacled monster had traveled this way, but that the footprints that are most fresh lead further inland. As the sun rises up over the next morning, you begin to see signs of more of Gollum and his doings that are mere hours fresh rather than days.
Would you say this is the time where we start to moor the ship and take things inland?
That is entirely up to you all. I am giving you the clue. Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's get off the boat.
As you all leave the boat, Sengaya says, I'll just stay here and guard the ship. Havari and Raval have already insisted. I insist you take them. It was worded differently, but they... And you see Havari and Raval come up. We're coming with you.
No,
Commander Tariel.
no. We must move quickly, and we can do that with fewer of us. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Please stay aboard. We need you here. We need you ready.
Also,
No.
I hate your poetry. Please don't. I don't.
I think even amidst the gloom, you are going to see Raval say, no.
I wasn't asking.
And I wasn't suggesting. I am free to walk where I will on this good earth. You cannot stop me.
Beery squares up. Wait a minute, that's your commander.
I know what she is, but I know what I am now. Please,
Oh,
Commander.
love will truly make fools of us all. What do you intend to do on this expedition? How will
When-
you aid us?
When you inevitably lose the creature, I promise to fulfill the oath I gave to you so many, many months ago. I will take the creature golem. I will find him. I will tie him up, and I will take him back to Lord Elrond. And you are free to do whatever you will there. And you see Havari pipe up. I have also lost the creature as well. My lady, we are in your debt. We owe you. Please, let us prove ourselves.
Why?
Yeah, you're bringing the wrong vibe. We're here to try and corral this chap. If you come over, I'm gonna get no, that's not gonna work.
Then let us be your eyes in the background. We will scout elsewhere, but we cannot stay on this boat.
Why?
Oh, that's fine. Let him. I don't care. Let's just go get him.
Just
I-
keep your
wait,
distance, all right?
Let,
It would be best if all of us went, yet Sengaya refuses, as do most of the crew. You're better with us looking in one direction while you look another.
that sounds fair enough. Thank you, Ravel. Thank you, Havari.
Of course.
Everything will be just fine.
Hmm.
On your
Well,
way.
Thank you, Master Halloweth. And without waiting for your orders, Raval and Havari,
Well, can I do one thing though?
you are more than welcome to, but it may
As they
cost.
walk away, can Tariel just grab Raval's hand?
Yeah,
Just grab him, just jerk him back,
Mm-hmm.
and look him in the eye and just say, "Be careful, please."
Huh. You know I've worried about you since the day I met you. You had the look in your eye that I recognize.
I see that in your face now, and that is why I say, I wish that you would stay here.
I wish the same for you, and yet.
Make sure it's worth it, Raval. You don't have to prove yourself, to me or to her.
No, I don't. And yet. I'll show you the poem when we get back.
I
It's
look
quite good.
forward to seeing it. Well, that would be a first.
How dare you? You told me you liked my
Goodbye,
third one.
Raval.
Goodbye, Lady Tariel. And he and Havari walk off, having
Okay,
gone ashore.
team.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be a very delicate matter, and I know you want to just make things easier and just kill the thing. But could I just give you a little insight into what I see in him, all right?
Oh, he's got insight now.
Me or him?
That was a meta joke.
I literally
Oh.
Because
buffed
you have
in
more.
insight.
Because you have more
Oh,
insight.
that he went over Max's head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Max needs to up his insight.
As I always have. All right, look. I know what it feels like to be universally scorned, to be on the run, away from everything you know and love. It's scary out there. And the one thing that got me through it was having somebody that believed in me. And that was my mom. I'm so grateful for her that she actually understood what I was always trying to do, that I was trying to do good, even though it looked like wicked things to everybody else and madness. I'm just asking you, just believe in him for me. I feel like he's down to one strike. Just one more time, just believe in him. For me.
Can I
We
do
will-
an insight check for how Halloweth is reacting right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Charlotte,
Does he understand what this means?
about Gollum?
No,
No, just like
I think Haleth's already tried to he's
I'll allow you to make another insight check if you want, Zach. This
no,
this can be at
he's-
another scene.
He's not an idiot. He knows that there is something.
Definitely not.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So he knows there's something, but he's not gonna. If Barry wanted him to know,
Yeah.
he would tell him.
You did call
That's
him
his-
brother. Yeah, that seems like something brothers would share.
That's not. I'm not putting. You don't want to talk
Okay.
about it right now. That's fine. You don't need to. He's not going to push.
Okay.
Lord knows Halworth kept everything from everyone. He's not gonna judge him
Yeah.
for keeping stuff. So no, it's fine.
Beery's gonna wait around for another couple thousand years to tell, spill the
Yeah.
beans.
Exactly. There you
Fair's
go.
fair.
Exactly.
Mhm.
He'll tell Owley to tell me, and it's gonna
Mhm.
be
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, for now we will give him this last. Also, strikes probably not a thing in this world, but
Hammer strikes, maybe, but
Oh, yeah,
not
there you go.
There you
baseball.
go.
yeah, that's where it is. But he's gonna say.
Sorry, real
we will-
quick. I am just imagining dwarves. You know how hobbits invented golf? Maybe dwarves invented baseball, but with
Mm.
hammers.
Oh
just-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
okay.
it's cricket. You like roll a boulder
Ah!
into a hammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I want fan art of dwarf
You
cricket now.
actually you get a strike if you don't hit someone in the face. Like
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That is cricket. So
I was about
will-
to say they
I will
ball
say
that
that.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
yeah, it's also so it bounces. You are if you're trying to intimidate a batter, you try and get him in the head or
Yeah.
the toes. Like it's my favorite sport in the world. I cannot express to you enough how much I love cricket.
The
Okay.
one where you hang on. Your favorite sport is the one where you can accidentally / intentionally injure someone by subterfuge.
Yeah, fully. It also
you-
goes on. One match is 5 days long.
Look,
Oh
I
my
saw Lagan. I know about cricket.
It's the best sport in the world.
Well, I
Anyway,
have a
that-
new hyperfixation to dive into. Anyway, we
See,
continue
I
with
will
this
give,
podcast.
I have a PowerPoint presentation I can give you.
Oh,
We will do that after we finish
I
season
have a-
1.
Do you know how much difficult it is living in America where cricket isn't a thing?
Yeah.
Where this
Yeah.
was my like I did college cricket. This was going to be like a career I had. I worked in cricket. Anyway, all that aside, yes, we will absolutely give Gollum another strike. However, I will, if it goes poorly, I will hamstring this creature.
You gotta do what you have to do, my friend.
But I will certainly give you the opportunity.
All right.
I won't be seen though. He doesn't. We're not on a level, so I will be in the shadows. If I see it go poorly, I will go on your judgment. How about this? I will go on your judgment. If you think it's going south and that even you don't have control of this, and I want you to be really honest about that, you signal for me, and
We
I
need
will
a
deal.
signal. We need like a safe word, like you come up with it.
Barry, we
I'll
can
say it.
just use Osanwe.
Well, there is that too.
Good point. That's very new to me. Yeah, well, let's go find us a golem.
Okay. With that role play out of the way, go ahead and make me much like, oh God, Tariel, I don't even know if you were here for these roles. I need the standard 1 travel, 1 explore, and 1 scan
Oh.
check.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I was here
Yep.
for the first time we were looking
the-
for Gollum.
Okay,
I
cool.
am favored in travel.
Favorite
So-
in, scan.
Ugh.
So I am also, if you are approaching this stealthily, going to need a stealth check.
Oh, that I
That-
got.
Oh, okay.
Give me that
Wha-
one.
All right. Taria will take the lead. Taking what? Beery, or no, Tinelli, you're taking scan.
Travel.
Charlotte, or excuse me. Tinelli, you're taking travel. Beery, you're taking scan.
If that's cool with everybody else.
Tariel, you are taking stealth. Halloweth, you are taking explore.
No, I'm going to take stealth because I want to be in the shadows, like prepping. If
Okay.
we come across it, he's going to be ready and armed.
So you are
Mm.
free to forego any one of your roles here. I will just give you that. You will, by not rolling an explore, potentially miss out on any extras.
Okay, no,
bonuses or
I'll
others, but-
explore first, and if we get him, I'll go into full.
Yuri also has a decent explore if someone also wants to take scan.
I'm equal in both.
Okay.
Okay.
That entirely up to you all. That is just mechanics wise. I don't necessarily want to railroad you too much if
Mhm.
you because Tariel rolled an Eye of Sau again.
Oh, the opposite.
Did you get a Gandalf and
Yeah, bitch.
Okay.
I got a Gandalf plus plus 9.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Instant success. All right. Tariel, you rolled the Gandalf. Beery, what did you roll?
Not great. A 19. But target number is 16.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Tanel
21, so beat it by 6.
by 6. Halloweth
An 11. I missed by 1.
an 11. All right. So by missing it, you do not get any of the additional bonuses that you might have found along that route to it.
Okay.
With a Gandalf stealth check, you all have no problem making your way, let's call it 14-ish hours into this trip. You're looking at about early morning. The dawn has not quite risen yet, but you are moving in such a way and the tracks are deep enough that you can tell that whatever attacked Gollum could not go inland. And it became very clear that he was just running in the opposite direction as fast as humanly possible with no care for his well-being. There is a little patch of bushes that you see in a little bit that Gorge gives a little sniff on and goes,
What is it?
He-
What do you smell?
Oh, man flesh. Sorry.
Yeah. He got it.
If I'm being honest, I can't tell the difference between humans and dwarves. You all smell terrible. Elves smell lovely, by the way. So like lilacs and gooseberries and all of that is wonderful. But no, sorry, Barry, you do kind of smell quite bad sometimes.
Damn it.
That's fine. I smell just the same. Anyway,
and he gives a big sniff.
yeah, I think you went this way.
And he continues to point further towards the mountainous area. As you continue to travel along the Mordor side of the river, Gorge has this smelling moment where he says, okay, points it a little bit more northeast. And you're sort of almost going in the direction where Havari and Rayval were sort of walking as you sort of split kind of sideways. And you're wondering if you'd cross paths, if the path truly goes this way, if they cut back that way. I need everybody here to go ahead and give me an awareness check, please, before we get to the next round.
I knew it.
Mhm.
Not great,
Oh,
but I
nice.
beat it by 3.
Okay.
24 with a 6.
Okay.
22,
Okay.
so beat it by a bit.
Okay.
22 as well. Of course
Double
it is.
drink.
22,
that's
yeah,
double.
let's...
Double drink then. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
it is.
Oh, I've lost a die. Oh, well, okay.
Okay. So I'll say around this time, you've gone south of the hills past Osgiliath, past Erin, Arnen, all of that sort of area. You're now basically in South Ithilien. This is big mountain ranges off in the distance to the east where Mordor is, the river to the other side. Having looked around long enough, you're kind of starting to notice yourself heading a little bit more northeast. And the tracks around Gollum start to get a little more pungent, according to Gorge. He'll give a great big sniff.
Oh, this is. Oh, I recognize this. What is it?
And I'm actually going to make a roll for Gorge because I needed to give him stats because he became sentient.
Are we getting closer?
He's going to give a great sniff and go,
Yeah, Beery, I kind of recognize this, but like in a bad way. But also maybe, I don't know. I smell it and I go, oh, it's bad. It smells bad, but it's not like danger. I don't know how to describe it.
Is he like fishy? Barry's gonna like get down kind of all fours next to him with his ass in the air and give it a sniff.
make me an insight check then.
Okay. All these insights.
Yeah, no, this would be insight. If you all see Beery leaning down to the ground, the rest of you could go ahead and make me aware. These would also be insight checks, but with ill favor.
Okay, fair enough.
Beery,
32. There's 2 6s. We're out of control.
my
I'm
Damn.
Beery,
very insightful now. Yes.
it smells like cave troll.
No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
have a cave troll.
Yeah, it's stinky.
Oh.
I know that smell very well. We run into these bastards every now and then in the caves. It's a troll.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've met some trolls, haven't we?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that one
What?
that-
Oh, but what? We have met a troll. Do you not
We've met-
remember?
We've met two. The one that wanted to eat us in Isengard, I remember most. Yeah, he was scared. Wait, there was also that talking one, yeah?
There was the nice one. Remember, we taught him how to high five, the greatest of all dwarven greetings.
That's right. Okay.
I think it's
Well,
Martin.
no, hang on. Marvin, wasn't it?
Marvin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
What if it's
He
him?
went-
Yep, Marvin.
He went north.
He did.
He went very north. He wanted to run. I mean, I kind of wanted to join him. I'm not going to lie. Things were getting dicey.
No,
there.
he's at the summer home. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is really going back to our
Oh.
early adventures. Okay,
Yeah.
we got to be on the lookout.
We better be careful, though, because if it's the big angry troll or like any other troll, we got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I need everybody now to make me one final scan.
Oh.
You've rolled quite well, I will say. This is much faster than I was going to take it hour by hour, but you've done very well.
Good scan for everybody, correct? Or are we doing travel and stealth?
I don't know if it matters because Tori rolled a
Gandalf.
gap.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm so glad because I rolled a 9 sour.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh, it balances
interesting.
out.
okay. No,
Um,
at this point, the explore check is done. The travel check is done. You are straight up heading more northeast. Scan checks. So the Eye of Sauron and the Gandalf kind of cancel each other out. So it's kind of up to Beery and it's kind of up to Halloween.
Oh,
so
God.
Okay.
I beat mine up with a 6. I got a 15 and my scan check is 12.
Okay.
So-
+3, Beery.
26.
Mhm.
26
nice.
scan check is 13.
So plus
yeah.
13 and +3. So plus 16
16.
total.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do it like this. Off in the distance, you see a cave. As the mountains that you have been sort of heading towards for the last few hours or so feel off in the distance, there's this rocky outcrop, not the caves of Mordor where like a cave would be built into the mountains, but some sort of enormous rock structure, plate tectonics, all of that seismic stuff. And it leads down. And the tracks lead to it. And right around the foot of the cave, or excuse me, the mouth of the cave, you see what you would recognize, all of you, especially the elves, as troll footprints.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, if it didn't smell like troll ass, I would actually be very excited right now to go underground. But this is where our trail leads, huh?
Regrettably.
I need everyone to make me a scan check, please.
Oh no.
Tired of making stupid scan checks.
You guys are looking. Actually, oh, Tori, go away. You have weighted
Yes!
dice. I swear to God.
Drink!
How do you keep doing this?
So
I'm not
sorry.
even going to count them.
Don, I
Yeah.
need you to know I was rolling terribly. This is they are gracing me with good rolls again.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
All right. Here's what you find with an immediate success. You see footprints besides the golem footprints and the troll footprints. You see 2 other pairs of footprints, followed by 3 other pairs of footprints.
So 5 extra pairs of footprints.
5 extra pairs of footprints. The
Oh,
2,
God.
here's what I'll say. There are 3 going one way and 3 going the other, 2 going the other, but they all lead into the cave.
What do
is
the 2 extra footprints look like, Don?
That would need to be another check. Charlotte,
Yeah,
what do
are
you
Do
want to
they
do?
look
Get
like
in there.
Ravel and Havari's?
You are-
Yeah, are
That's
they
what I want to
Ravel
know.
and
Is this an insight check?
Oh,
This
I
is
just
an ins-
Gandalfed with a scan.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Poor Don.
No, this
I
is
just-
great. Show me.
This is
Zach,
good.
can you show me? Can you show me?
Yeah,
It's
sure,
not that
hang
I
on.
don't believe you.
No,
I just
it's okay. It's It's gonna be kind of. Can you see that? Oh, hang on.
no,
Hey,
I
completely
saw it.
read
I
that.
saw
Oh,
it
that
for a
one.
second.
That's an. I'll screenshot it and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Talking.
like this. It was. Oh, it keeps rolling down. Hey, I should really just tilt the screen, Zach.
It's fine. It's fine. All right.
Whatever. Anyway, it's a 4 and a 2 and a Gandalf 12. So yeah.
With the Gandalf. So Rayval has this very specific type of boot that clearly he has made himself. It's got a pattern in the heel that leaves a little star behind. You see it next to the other pair of footprints. The other three you do not recognize.
I wonder
But
who one of them could be.
two of them look human. One of them does not look like anything you've ever seen before.
What
Huh.
does that mean? What does it look like?
It
Is it
means
big,
that
little?
I
Are
would
they-
need yet another insight check with ill favor,
Oh,
please.
please.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Please, because Tanel has an idea
Okay.
that these might be some of the shapeshifters.
I passed.
If it's footprints we've never seen before.
I passed my target number by 3.
By 3. Okay.
Did you say insight with ill favor?
This is insight with ill favor.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is with
Okay.
my ill favor.
You pass even with ill favor, really.
My first 12 was a 2, and then the next one was a 1.
I'm gonna put the sparkly green die away
Fuck you.
because
Tori.
no. It was
No
the higher
way.
roll because it's ill favor, so it doesn't count. But it rolled another 12, so I'm just gonna put this over here
No, keep it.
for the sake of storytelling.
Keep it.
We need it.
We need
No, listen. We've dragged as the people at NocoCon let me know, the plot has dragged on for a really long time, and that was before you got to Minas Tirith. Anyway,
Also, Zach has to go soon. So.
yes,
Yeah.
believe
but I
me,
did roll a 20.
I
You
beat my
did
target
roll-
number by 3.
by 3, by 2. Okay,
Insight.
cool. Beery, what'd you roll it by?
Oh, I beat it by 4.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. It's not a Gandalf.
Okay, excellent. This looks like the tentacled monster that you saw with the paths on the ground.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh,
It's just this convergence of what
Everything.
everything.
Oh, good
lord. okay.
Okay.
quick question:
I
Go.
don't think I want to go in there.
do the footsteps of Havari and Rayval, do they look like they went in and then left the cave?
No.
Oh, oh.
You know,
Oh.
I'm sure they've got this. We can just wait.
Hello.
No, okay, fine. We'll go in.
She's a child.
The road goes ever on and on.
I don't know if
Technically,
this is like
that's 6 HP to the final boss, but I'll allow it.
Tariel just says and goes in at a dead run.
Sorry,
Oh,
you
shit.
peaked the microphone by yelling too loudly. Would you
Damn
mind
it.
doing that again?
She yells, "Damn it!" and goes in at a dead run.
Beery
Oh,
is hot on her tail.
As is
Coming in
Tanel.
after her.
Hallett's gonna leisurely walk in, just really just plodding slowly. like,
There he is. He's back.
There he is. He
Underground
doesn't care.
again, underground.
Fucking
With all the
poets.
smells,
Yeah.
all to rescue someone who shouldn't have been along in the first place. This is just ridiculous.
Everybody make me an explore check. Beery, do it with favor.
Oh,
You can also add dark for dark business if you'd like.
oh.
Oh, my explorer
Oh.
is garbage. I'm gonna use a hope point on
So's
this one.
mine. Yeah.
The dwarf is dwarfing right now.
Yeah.
Get
off,
off, baby!
No
Oh my
way.
goodness.
Holy shit.
Holy
There it is.
Nice.
Get a load of that.
Let it be
She
known
actually does
this
care about Rayval.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We need to put a drinking game warning ahead of this.
Yeah.
After
I
the
might.
break.
I
That's a
might.
12 plus a 12.
I'm all out of my whiskey's done. Like
Yeah.
Also,
I've
Charlotte.
got a little bit left.
Yeah. Thank you for adjusting your. Okay. No other checks needed with an instant success.
Yeah.
The footprints that you see going into the cave are differently timed. The oldest ones are the ones with the 3 tracks that you do not, with the one you do not recognize. The slightly newer ones are what seem to be a cave troll. And then Gollum's disappears. There is no Gollum footprints. And eventually the human and the very specific heel of Rayval Tariel, you know whatever is about to happen is ahead of you by perhaps 30 minutes at this point as you sprint in a dead run down the cave. And eventually, you come to a very wide open portion of what seems to be an underground dome of sorts. And this is about a half hour of exploring. Having rolled a Gandalf, I'll give you enough time to say you make your way through the cave. No issues. But the tracks go in different directions. To the left, Havari and Rayfall. Dead ahead is everyone else. And I will give you this option to either make a scan check or an awareness check to see what could potentially happen in the cave.
Math. 1, 10, 11, 15 plus the 22.
Hey.
I really do need to put a drink warning on this one. Good
Yeah.
Lord. What does that beat your target number by again?
It's 7.
7. Okay, hang on.
I feel like we're just breaking all kinds of statistical anomalies this
Yeah, it's
episode.
You're
weird.
fucking killing me,
Great.
guys. I
Weird,
expected this to be
sorry.
way harder.
Sorry.
Way harder. Jesus. Tariel, there's multiple directions that you could go. You want to find Havari and Rayval, but you know you need to find Gollum. It makes it significantly easier that about 100 yards down that tunnel, you hear Havari give a "Ah!" and then you hear a muffled and another as the echoes of multiple voices all murmuring at once create this almost like physical feeling of an echo of a reverberation as the cave around you has so much sound in it. Every orc in Mordor is going to hear it if this were an above ground area, but you're underground in a cave. So you think maybe, just maybe, your luck might hold out.
Bow
Are
is
th-
drawn just as a
Yeah. I mean, she's had her
precursor
knives
to
in
all
her
that.
hands. Are the sounds, so it's this sort of cacophony, can I tell directionally, because I can see the tracks of Rayval and Havari go that way, but everybody else is going that way. Do the sounds all seem to be coming from the same direction?
The scream that you heard that you would recognize as Havari's, which is less a scream and more a shout, actually,
Yeah.
comes from the middle tunnel. So
She's just
something has
gonna
converged.
she's just gonna, with a quick glance at her companions for confirmation,
Right behind you, Commander.
just go that way.
Towards
Okay.
Rayval and Havari. Hang on,
Yes.
sorry. Can we
Let me
get
let
a
me
sense of-
re-explain. Let me
Yeah,
re-explain.
sure.
There are a few different ways to go through this tunnel as this sort of clearing opens up. This is clearly some sort of orc made or dwarf made or man made, unclear at this point, but something made these tunnels.
Okay.
Havari's and Rayval's are going one direction. The rest of them are going straight where you would assume east is rather than northeast. Within that eastern tunnel, though, that sort of area that branches off, you hear the scream of Havari, who you know is with Rayval and has gone to the northeast rather than just the east. So something has converged in another area
Around
straight down the
that way,
tunnel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And-
there's not like that they've gone a separate way completely and they're
No.
separately to whatever's happening.
No, whatever was in this cave before you has, you would assume.
Okay, so
Caught
despite the
up with
tracks
each other.
going in different directions, they're all in one place.
Yes.
We can hear. Okay.
You would assume that, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's barrel forward.
Okay. Everybody make me an athletics check, please.
Oh boy. Oh, this I am
Ooh,
favored in.
man.
Hell yeah.
Right.
He's an athletic
I'm
boy.
fast as fuck, boy.
Natural sprinters.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
dangerous over short distances.
Uh,
Oh, that's a
you're not
20,
gonna,
baby. That's a
You're not
dirty
gonna believe
20.
this. I got a 22.
Oh my goodness. I
10,
really
6, 10, 6, 5, 1. That's 22.
I am going to believe that because that's how the 22 meme came to be. Once it starts,
exactly.
it doesn't stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was so
10, 6,
close
5,
with the 20.
Oh, close enough.
Oh.
All right.
I missed it by 4.
Oh,
Oh.
close enough. All right.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're back to the bad rolls from the beginning for me.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Just exhausted from all those squats. You
I
know?
guess.
Luckily enough, this is not an individual mechanics. You all have to roll successfully high enough. You all done so in your 20s and your 22s and your 20 as wells. That's a tense joke for anybody that was an English major here, Charlotte. So here's what I will say. Whatever didn't want you following it pulled down as many roots and twigs and branches and large rocks as they could possibly do in such a short time. And you spend the better part of an hour trying to follow that noise, and it takes some time. And by the time you get there, there is a bit of a standoff happening. And as the cave mouth opens, to the left of you is a sight you have seen before, which is a cave troll and golem. And to the right of you is Havari and Raval. And dead ahead of you are two humans and a sight that has truly baffled even the elves, because what looks like a bear's head and limbs are on a tree in a kind of anthropomorphized ent with legs and arms and a head.
Is that?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Is that?
Is that what? What am I missing here?
Grim
They're
Yes.
Yorn's children.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
From your left, where Gollum and the cave troll are, you're going to watch the cave troll hold out his hand.
No, we don't mean you no harm. My name's Marvin.
Oh, it is Marvin.
This is Gollum. And we are seeking Gwai here.
And as that happens, you see the bare tree give a and one of the humans, who looks remarkably similar to the other older woman in like 30s, maybe late 20s, 30s, long mangy hair, body shrunken, not exactly how you'd expect a human to react to starvation, but rather something that was once full of muscle, forgetting to work out for like a year. It's the idea of what was once strong that is no longer. And she's drawn a bow, and it's makeshift. It is rough. And it looks as though it might break in just a moment. And Havari and Raval are going to see you all come in and just give a quick shake of their head, like, don't. Now you're going to hear Marvin say,
I don't know what we did to upset the tree bear thing, but we mean you no harm.
and the woman with the bow is still drawn, going to say, you seek to serve the Dark Lord Gwai here? And Marvin is going to say,
Well, we were told he would provide those great beasts and birds with riches and spoils of war, and they seemed quite nice. I don't know who we're making war against,
but it might. And you're going to see this human woman go, you've been told lies, friend. And I need all of you, if you are trying to hide, to make a stealth check. If you are trying to make your presence known, I'm going to need you to make an insight check to see who you interrupt and when.
Yeah, I'm stealthing.
What did we walk in
What?
on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait because I want to see what happens.
Like,
I'll
there's
so
stealth
many
it,
moments-
I guess.
I'm
Oh, you
stealthing.
gotta be kidding me!
What'd you roll?
what'd you do?
I have Sauron.
No, wait.
I have. Oh no, other way,
is it?
other way.
There it is.
It is not. It is not
Nice.
Sauron.
No.
It's it. Oh no, it's
It's
the
a
Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Gandalf, there it is.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
phenomenal, Charlotte. You and I are both invisible then.
Yeah!
Whoa.
Because
What is
I don't know.
happening?
I don't know.
What's happening?
Don looks sad.
No, Zach, you can't. You can't.
No.
We can't have 3 Gandalfs in a
way.
row.
Oh wait, no, you
saw
saw
it,
it, you
I
saw
saw
it, you saw it, you saw it.
I saw it. It rolled a little bit.
For the record, that is a 1
It was
in
defi-
1,000.
It was
One-
definitely that.
Yeah,
It
I
was
saw
Yeah,
it.
it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll
I saw the 12.
screenshot it. I saw it. For the record, that is
Oh.
a 1 in 1,782 chance to roll 3 Gandalfs.
Oh,
It's much
my
higher
God.
with
I
me
haven't-
around, baby.
Yeah, I haven't rolled yet. Do I need to even? Should I
Br-
just?
Do
Take
it for
your
fun.
camera.
Do it.
Take
Do
your
it.
camera.
Do it.
I'm just.
For those listening on the podcast,
Oh no!
Oh,
'cause
thank
I
God.
can see
Ah,
it
okay, you can
facing
see
Yeah, I
it.
can,
the side.
I can see it facing
thank
us.
God. Thank God. Okay.
God, that would have been incredible.
Off to your right, you see Havari and Raval gesture you over to the rock that they are sort of gently hidden behind. This is less a, for lack of a better term, Spider-Man standoff where everybody's pointing at each other, and more 2 parties in conflict that have been dodging back and forth one way across the other. And Havari and Raval catch up with you. You all hide behind these rocks as you stealth your way along the rock edge. And you're going to hear Raval say, "We tracked a pair of footsteps. It looked like a cave troll. We wondered if Gollum had been captured. And then these 2 have been going back and forth, these 2 groups. I don't know what's going on, but they seem to be at odds with each other. The cave troll, I think, seeks to serve Gwaihir. These people, or whatever the tree, and I don't know. None of this makes sense, Lady Toriel. I fear what would happen should we reveal ourselves, and yet I know not what to do. Please."
You did well. We know who the tree bears are. We know that, but the
I
rest.
beg your pardon.
There's no time. It's just
by
all
all
we can
means.
do now is watch and wait. Yes. She looks at the others like, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've crossed paths with Marvin before.
Wait,
You
what?
know-
Which one's Marvin?
We will explain the cave troll. The cave troll is Marvin.
What?
I think that he does not realize that he is being lied to. I
He's
don't
a
think he
cave
has.
troll. He's
I-
not very
yes,
smart.
I don't think
No,
he
he's
has
great.
any ill
He's
will.
great.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Just the factions, right? So you have Marvin, Gollum, and the tree bear.
No. Marvin and Gollum,
Okay.
and then the tree bear and 2 humans. And they are sort of at a standoff.
And one of
currently.
the humans we know is sort of like an atrophied looking woman, and who's
Yes.
the other? And the other
Uh,
one looks like what?
The other one is what looks to be a human male, very gaunt, very weak,
Okay,
almost as
same.
if the one with the bow has kind of been the one protecting them, but still not that strong.
Is the tree bear doing anything? Making
Roaring.
sad baby bear sounds?
Not
Okay.
sad baby bear sounds, very
Okay.
angry baby bear sounds.
Okay.
I just want to see what happens. I'm just gonna sit here. How
We
do
care
you
about
interrupt this?
both.
Halloween
How do
suddenly
you
has popcorn. Like,
Yeah, well, no, but what do you say? Be like, now let's all just calm down a second, baby bear, tree, and cave troll and gold.
Now
Like,
let's
Yeah.
just calm down here for a second, baby bear tree.
Are you
Yeah.
serious,
Walks-
Barry?
no.
You know what? Hell with it. Let's go.
Oh my.
Yes.
Tario will like
You know
reach
what?
for Beery but miss him. Like,
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? Screw it. It's endgame, damn it. He's gonna
Yeah.
pull
Yep.
from one of his pockets
Beery, no.
a tooth necklace.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just settle down for a second. And he's holding up and he's really looking at the bear with the tooth necklace. I think we all just need to remember. And he looks to Marvin and he looks to the bear. And he's holding up the tooth necklace that Grimbjorn gave him.
Okay, so several things are going to happen right now. First, you are going to hear Gollum scream. Then you are going to hear Marvin say, "High five!" And you are also going to hear the woman with the bow drawn scream, but in a what is happening sort of way, and point the bow at you. I gotta make a roll. Hang on.
Oh my God. I forgot that you got that gift from Grimbjorn. Oh my God.
Everything is worth something,
Oh
dang it.
no, Dom, what did you roll?
He's a
Don,
hoarder
what
for
did
a
you roll?
purpose.
The arrow that she accidentally looses when she is so startled by you, hits the rock off to your left. She's going to look at you and say, "Where did you get that? I know what those teeth look like. Who are you?"
Hello, I'm Beery. I'm from Erebor, and this was a gift from Grimbion.
You know Grimpion?
Of course I do. We're friends, and these are friends too, as he gestures to Marvin and Smeagol.
The troll wants to
Hey,
serve.
hey, hey, look. And he kind of backs up with his hands and goes like this, like up to Marvin. Just get off. Just silently.
I'm so sorry I forget your name, but I know you look familiar.
This is Marvin talking.
You recognize Marvin's voice, yes.
Don't leave him hanging, Marvin.
Don't leave me hanging.
You watch as the troll gently taps Beery's hand.
Huh?
Yeah.
High five. Can you get them to stop pointing arrows at us, please?
And he looks up. I'm working on it. A little high five and just a big gesture of like everyone just be cool, you know.
You watch the woman with the bow point the arrow and hesitate for just a moment.
Who are you?
I'm Beery.
Barry of what?
Not so much Erebor. Beery of the Glittering Caves.
Right.
Nice.
Do you serve Gwai here?
Not exactly.
Very well. Do you seek to destroy him?
How about a question for a question? It's my turn now.
I'm
What
the
are
one
you
with
doing?
I'm the one with the bow and arrow. Do you seek
Sure
to
you are.
destroy Gwai here?
I should not be the one doing this. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and quietly
of
the
course
elves
we are.
say,
Yeah.
Yes, the elves are like,
It's
yes, yes.
like over rocks. Yes.
Obviously.
I just want to make any enemies right now. Yes, we are going to 100% hunt down that bird.
She lowers the bow.
I am Valgrim, daughter of Grimbjorn.
Points to the tree.
This is my brother, and this is my second brother. We are leaders of the rebellion in Mordor. We could use some allies.
And that is
"Oh,
where we are
Oh.
going to end
oh,
tonight's episode
Nice.
yes,
of the Unpredicted Party.
Yo,
Whew.
Fabulous.
that was
Oh.
panic-inducing. I was like, do I say no
It was
or
so
yes?
stressful.
And then
Oh.
I was like, please do not let me run to this cave and find Avari and Rave all dead because I
I-
can't. I can't.
I would cry. I would
can't
actually
right
just
now.
cry.
You
I
ro-
think that would be fine. Sorry.
How dare you?
Thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching this on the live stream or any time within October of 2020, we apologize for the delays, but thank you so much for sticking with us. As Max said, we're in the end game now as we approach the end of season 1 of the Unpredicted Party. We will see you 2 weeks from now.
Oh.
Hopefully, as we can film, please make sure you're following all
we're
of us on
restarting the
socials.
schedule, so it's not then like the week after.
So this is going to air on Friday, October 25th.
Yep.
And then 2 weeks from then will
Got
be
it.
the next episode. So please make sure you are following all of us on socials. We will be making announcements on the Discord, on my Instagram, and on Threads. You can find us every other Friday on YouTube, youtube.com/DonMarshall72. And then podcasts on that next Monday, wherever you find your podcasts. Players, you can find all of us on the Unpredicted After Party at patreon.com/DonMarshall72. Thank you so much for joining us. Final thoughts on the episode, guys?
Ah!
Hunt for Gollum. Let's hope it's a good movie.
Joke's on you. I'm going to clip this on TikTok like a year and a half from now.
Oh,
And
we'll
we're gonna-
see.
we're
We'll
going to have
see.
all of our reactions to this movie. And hopefully
yeah.
it's good.
Watch party.
You know
Oh,
what?
actually, that'd be cool.
That'd be
That'd be
good.
fun.
I'd be down.
That would
But we
be
have to
fun.
be
Yeah.
in character the entire time.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
God.
No joke.
No.
I have thought about doing that for the Patreon folks, like recording a commentary, but in character for the trilogy. Like, this is an alternate timeline that Palando's showing us.
Mystery Science Theater it?
Yes.
exactly. exactly.
Then we have to watch then Tariel has to watch the Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Gross misrepresentation of my character. Who is she? She has nothing to do. Why is she crying? Like,
To be swiftly followed by the Soviet stage play version and live action. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will be on Patreon for the Unpredicted After Party. Join us in 2 weeks on YouTube, and then stick around for the podcast stuff on that next Monday. Thank you all so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
bye.